Hi everyone, physician healer here. I'm Dr. Celeste Amaya, integrative medicine. Thank you for joining me today. Wanted to remind you, please check out my new TikTok channel, Dr. Celeste Amaya. Also, remember I'm on Substack.com. Free newsletter comes out every week. That's my blog, sharing my personal experiences and hoping that will help you out as well. Anyway, today I want to kind of deep dive into the inside job, our life. It's an inside job. It always has been. What do I mean by that? What I mean is we have something called 6 mental faculties, and I've kind of written about that in my previous blog and newsletter. The 6 mental faculties separate us humans from the creatures of nature. It is said that nature's creatures are somewhat at home in their environment because they depend on their 5 senses, which we have as well. Our 5 senses kind of allow us to know superficially and in a shallow way what the environment is about, but it's still considered to be external. What is internal requires a deeper motivation, requires deeper access, are things like our perception, our power to hold our will, our intuition, our imaginative powers, our power to have memory and reason. These are things that are accessible only to us humans. And so it is said that there is a reason why, although nature's creatures are at home in their environment, they seem to blend in. We as humans have higher faculties, so we can create any environment we want to create. We can achieve any goals we want as long as we set them and we set our focus, our willpower to be consistent, and really get into it emotionally, that it's really something we want, something that will fulfill us, whether we're living on purpose, whether we know what our purpose is, or whether it's just something that we feel that is worthy of us, something that we're pursuing, a goal, a desire, something that will fulfill us, and that this goal is worthy of us and worthy of our time. Whatever this is requires something more in-depth, something that's beyond what is just our present circumstances, accessible by our 5 senses. And our 5 senses, as you know, it's our ability to see, to taste, to hear, to smell and touch, and so on. I wanted to kind of read just a few sentences from this book by Neville Goddard called The Power of Awareness. And it's just to go over one of the mental faculties I had just mentioned, imagination. Imagination is the only redemptive power in the universe. However, your nature is such that it is optional to you, whether you remain in your present concept of yourself, a hunger, being longing for freedom, health, and security, or choose to become the instrument of your own redemption, imagining yourself as that which you want to be, and thereby satisfying your hunger and redeeming yourself. This is important because imagination is an inside job. Imagination and what I call visioneering, it's about holding that image of what you want to become, what you want to do, how you want to feel. You want to have better health. You have an image of how you want to be. If you have illness right now, where would you be? What would you be doing if you had completely 100% health? You were fit, you were strong, flexible, your health was dependent not on medications, but on just food. Food is medicine, that you're eating well, that you're physically fit, you're concentrating on not just nutrition, but physical well-being. Just things of that nature. How would you see yourself? So sometimes go beyond what is obvious. Oh, I want that job. I want to make, I want to make this amount of money. I want to have that merger. I want to have this contract signed. I want to have this partner. I want to have this friendship. I want to have this house. I want to not have, leg pain anymore. Go beyond that. Really picture yourself using your sense of imagination, your power to imagine, to visualize, and really anchor the emotion into it. And I know sometimes this sounds easy / silly, But our powers are much more than what we were led to believe. We're never taught this at school, and I certainly didn't learn this in med school. So if you practice, this actually becomes easier over time. And I always hear people, ask me, well, how long is this going to take? Is this going to be a week, a couple of days, a couple of months? Just kind of give me a deadline. And I say to them, it's just different for everyone. And it's sort of like planting a seed. When you plant a seed, you're not digging it up every couple of days and just to see roots have grown. You plant the seed, you nourish the environment, you water it, you give it enough nutrients, and you wait for the seed to grow, and eventually it does. Eventually it breaks ground. And that's the same thing with what this is. If we picture something, an image of how we want to be and how we want to feel, we have to pretend that we've already gotten it. Feel as if it's already here. Feel as if the future has already come. And remember, it is said that the past, present, and future time is really not linear. There is no such thing as time. Time only exists in the human experience, and that's been written in a lot of literature. So I wanted to go ahead and just go through a few of the statement questions we can use, a few of the affirmations we can use during our meridian meditation today. And again, if there are any questions, please leave them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. If you have any questions, problems with troubleshooting, and you're trying to use this method to change your mindset, let me know in the comment section. And remember to hit the like and click on the bell so you're going to get alerts when the new episodes come. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and have you find a comfortable place, somewhere quiet, and just close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, begin to go through a few series of deep breathing. And what I'm saying about deep breathing is really a slow, deep breath in through the nose or through pursed lips, just to slow the air movement down as it comes into your body. The slowing of the air movement allows the diaphragm to slow the movement down, which then triggers the mind to slow down as well. So there's no fight or flight. You're not triggering the stress response. A lot of times when we're in an unfamiliar place, when we're worried about something, usually it's a worry about current circumstances, we tend to allow the stress response to kind of get the better of us. And when the stress response comes on, you know that the death hormone, cortisol, comes on. And cortisol really inflames the entire body. So we don't want that. So allow yourself to take in a slow, deep breath and take about 5, 6, 7 seconds in, 5, 6, 7 seconds out. So I'm going to demonstrate the first one. Breathe in. Or pursed lips. And release. So like that. And then let's go ahead and close our eyes, and we're going to go ahead and begin. Deep breath in and out. Breathe in again and out. One more time. Breathe in and release. Now, maintaining your eyes closed, go ahead and access the chest point on both sides or one or either side. Either way, they will work the same. So either way is fine. And as you begin to apply repetitive pressure or tapping, you can repeat after me or just listen or repeat quietly within your mind. I allow my mind, body, and spirit to come together today in coherence. And as my mind, body, and spirit come together at this moment, I am reminded about the importance of the present time, that there is only this time. In the present moment, this is the only time that we have access to, that there's no past, there's no future, and that anything and everything is possible in this moment of time. As the mind, body, and spirit come together in coherence, we are reminded always that we are never alone, but we're always guided, supported, and taken care of by higher intelligence, by our guides, by our spirits. And as we allow ourselves to fully come together in coherence, we're reminded also that we're never alone. And because we are never alone, we are free. The freedom is within. Go ahead and now switch the meridian point to the brow. You can do one side or both sides together. Either way is fine. So begin tapping here. As I breathe into the space of the present time, I allow myself to fully surrender to this moment, to what is now. Whatever it is right now, I know is temporary. Whatever it is right now, I am grateful for. I'm grateful for everything. I appreciate everything. I appreciate my breathing. I appreciate that my heart beats. I appreciate also that I'm alive. I appreciate everything and nothing at all. I'm grateful for everything and nothing in particular. I am grateful for simply existing. Go ahead and change the meridian point to the corner of the eye, either one side or both sides at the same time. Either way is fine. As you begin tapping here, we allow ourselves to open space. Just open space here. Embrace this space. We hold it for us. We hold it for everyone we love. And then we release ourselves into this beautiful space called the present time. And just picture yourself as the sky and watching all the thoughts and all that is heavy and everything that feels like burdens, allow them to simply release and flow as if they were puffy white clouds. And as the sky, our job is to simply observe and let the clouds flow by gently, without effort, with ease. Allow ourselves to simply flow. Go ahead and switch and change the meridian point to under the eye. One side or both sides at the same time. Either way is fine. And as we begin gently tapping these areas here, we remind ourselves to breathe into the space and open ourselves into the present time, and to allow ourselves to remind ourselves how powerful we are, that we are spirit, we are light, we are powerful, we are creators. We're made in the image of our Creator, and therefore we do have divine power. That in each and every one of us, we are a center. And for all of us, being a center of the divine, we are naturally expected to expand into fuller expression of ourselves and to live on purpose. Allow the purpose to flow gently into us and through us. Purpose is not for us to chase. It is not for us to get. It is to simply open yourself up and allow. Allow for guidance. Switch and change the meridian point to under the nose and gently tap here. As I breathe into the space of the present moment, as I breathe into the space, I allow myself to release and surrender into what is. I am enough. I am more than enough. I have more than enough, and I am worthy of having all of my needs met at all times. There's no bad, there's no good. Things are as they are, as I think it. Go ahead and change the meridian point to under the lower lip and begin gently applying repetitive pressure here. As I breathe further into the space, breathing further into the present moment, I know that there is always just this moment, and every moment in the now is temporary. What is good is also bad. What is a little good is also a little bad. There is no good and no bad. It is the way we see it, it is the way we perceive it. I allow myself to perceive all things as something to be of curiosity. All things I perceive are lessons to be learned. All things I perceive, whatever happens with me, to me, through me, are things that are meant for me, for my growth. And I fully accept that. Go ahead now and switch and change the meridian point to the blade of the hand. You can stay with the one hand or switch out, whichever way is fine. As I allow myself to breathe further into the space, into the present moment, I surrender to what is. I surrender to and release to darkness, and the light will come. I surrender to not knowing, and the knowledge will come. I surrender to nothing at all, and everything will come. For everything that I need, all the solutions, all the answers are right here in front of me. There is abundance within and without. There is abundance of everything. Everything that I'll ever need, everything I need now, everything that I'll need in the future is right here in front of me, behind me, to my left, to my right, above and below me, behind and in front of me. Allow myself now to fully feel the love of all things, the oneness of all things. I allow myself to feel the closeness of nature, my favorite mountains, favorite flowers, favorite trees, bird songs. I remember the smell of rain and the sweet smell of the earth, the sounds of the ocean, sounds of the birds, the feel of the sand, wet or dry, underneath my toes, the feel of grass underneath my bare feet. I allow myself to immerse fully with all that is nature, for it is said that we are in every grain of sand, that we are in every drop of water, that our connection is our oneness with all things. There are no extra humans, it is said, that we are all needed, we're all unique, and we are here by design. We are here to serve a purpose, to live on purpose, a purpose, again, that's not to be chased, not to be looked for or searched. We open ourselves up and we ask for guidance to allow the purpose to flow freely to us and through us. Go ahead and switch now and change the meridian point back into the chest, either one side or both sides at the same time. I'm now going to switch to intentional statement questions. How is it that my willpower has been so strong all this time that I didn't even notice before? How have I been able to use my strength of perception to allow myself to fulfill all the goals and all desires that I have in my life that I didn't notice before? How have I been able to use my power of memory to lead the life that I want to lead? How have I been able to use my power of reason to lead the life that I want to lead that I didn't notice before? How have I been able all this time to use my power of intuition, to use my power of imagination to lead the life that I want to lead that I didn't notice before? How have I been so strong, so fit, so healthy that I didn't even notice before? How are my days going so smoothly now, so incredibly awesome that I didn't notice before? I open myself up to all that is extraordinary every day, and that I understand that everything that happens in my life happens for a reason. And the reasons are not known sometimes at the present time. My job is to simply be curious and to just simply allow myself the strength to just be. And know that everything that happens within laws of nature. That what I perceive to be a lot bad, it's not bad at all. But if I do perceive it as a lot bad, know that on the other side of the mountain, it is a lot good. And all we have to do is just wait for it. Allow myself to immerse in the peace, to immerse in gratitude, deep joy, and light. Go ahead and place both hands down on the lap. Take a slow, deep breath in. Take about 7 seconds and release. Breathe it again and visualize all that brightness coming into every cell of the body. And release the leftover heaviness. One more time, breathe in and release. And when you feel called to, allow yourself to sit for a few more minutes in deep reflection and contemplation, if you so desire. If you're ready to come out of this, just gently open your eyes and just simply stare for a little while, allowing the body to come out into the present moment slowly, to come out into this present reality. And as we allow the energies to settle down, I just want to give you a quick reminder. Allow yourself to feel everything. Don't discard anything. Anything you hear, anything you see, may be hints of your next step that's going to help you with your life, whether it is to achieve better health or to have health without prescribed medications, to live a life with just food and supplements, to lead a life with just a lot of exercise and drinking a lot of water. All those things are possible as long as you put your mind to it. Write out everything. Write out your goals. Write out a script every day of how you want that day to be. Remember that every thought you have, you've created a new brain cell. Every thought you have, if thought is movement, and science says mind is movement, thought is movement. Movement means there's a vibrational frequency. Whatever thoughts you have, they vibrate into the body. So the body is a manifestation, a physical result of what you've been thinking in your mind. This is very important to grasp. So keep your thoughts to what you really want in life. Don't think about things, don't repeat things that you don't want in your life, because the universe is it's a fertile soil. What you love is yours. What you hate is also yours. So be careful with what you think, and it does take practice. It's not your fault, it's not my fault that we tend to go into the negatives. It's our paradigms. It's a set of pre-programmed behavioral systems that we have. They can be changed through practice, through repetition. Remember to journal your gratitudes. Gratitudes are extremely important to shift us from a negative place to a positive place. Well, once again, I want to thank you guys for joining me on this session of Physician Healer. Please remember to check me out on my blog, newsletter, substack.com, Physician Healer. There's also an app that you can download for your iPhone or Android. And check out my TikTok, Dr. Celeste Amaya. Anyway, I appreciate you guys joining me today. Much love and gratitude and blessings for a lot to be abundant for. Okay, so take care. Love and peace. Bye-bye.